Good afternoon. This is Lieutenant Colonel Cross from the Recruiting and Retention Battalion Headquarters, delivering my regular YouTube message. I've got three issues I want to address in this particular message. The first one is the end-of-year conference. You probably have already heard that we are not doing a conference in the classic sense of the soldiers and families coming to a hotel and the command recognizing the soldiers who performed well in TY-12. This is very disappointing to me, and this is not what I intended. I understood the break we took last year for the obvious reasons, but this year it's for a completely different set of reasons, and that is the Army worldwide is cutting back on conferences to save money. And we are caught up in that climate right now. I talked to Texas and Pennsylvania and New York, other large states, to get an idea of what they're doing for conference, and they're going through the same exact thing. So we're not alone. But this really has me concerned because we ask so much of our soldiers on a month-to-month basis that this is the one time that we had an opportunity to thank the soldiers and their families. We're still going to organize an event at San Luis Obispo in late November to recognize the soldiers. Soldiers will be required to stay on San Luis Obispo, but I have no problems if you want to book motel or hotel rooms in town with your families. And what I expect to do is make accommodations for you to spend time with your family should you want to bring them down to San Luis Obispo. We need to plan this fully, but I wanted to express, one, my regret that we couldn't bring the conference together, and number two, that I still want to bring the command together at San Luis Obispo to make sure that we recognize the outstanding performers of TY-12, 2012. The second issue I want to raise is the new mission. You now know we have a new accountability policy that holds every recruiter accountable under the same standard. And this goes through to not just the recruiting and retention NCOs, but the team NCOICs, the first sergeants, and the company commanders. One of the issues that I've been able to glean from talking to everybody is that the recruiting and retention force wants to operate with an even standard across the board rather than a different standard for each recruiter. And I've heard you, and I get that, and that's why we came out with this accountability policy. We are already having our best month since I reported to this command in May of 2011. We are at 135% of mission for October, and so I'm encouraged that the accountability policy may be having an impact on results. It's too early to tell, but the early signs are encouraging. The final issue that I wanted to talk to you about is the departure of me from command. As some of you know, the Executive Personnel Council announced that I will be going to the Deputy G3 position at the Army Headquarters effective 1 December. The plan is to have a change of command ceremony on Sunday, 2 December, down at Camp San Luis Obispo. I don't know who my replacement is right now, and the Executive Personnel Council is going to deal with that issue later in November. I will tell you that I leave this command with great trepidation. It has been the most enjoyable assignment of my entire military career. Totally unexpected, but it has been an honor to serve with each of you as you've provided opportunities for citizens of this state and of this United States to serve in the California National Guard. I can think of no higher calling than what you do on a daily basis, and it has been a pleasure to serve as your commander. And my greatest concern is that each of you embodies the spirit of the Army values and all that those values represent and all that we've worked on this past 18 and 19 months, and carry that with you as you go into the future. I will see you down at Camp San Luis Obispo. I look forward to talking with each of you about all the subjects, not just in this video, but all the matters that come up for recruiting and retention. This is Integrity 6, out.